have our agents even being paid any more, any less? They want to know. So that's what we're going to cover today.
Yeah, and probably one of the things that we recognize is that sometimes the more things are expected to change, the less they actually do change. Hey, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. As always, it's really great to see you. We're out here on another spectacular day at Franklin Park, just west of downtown Purcellville, of course.
It's another beautiful fall day. Today, we are marking almost 3 months since the Real Estate Commission lawsuit took effect. The changes took effect. Yeah, 3 months already. And everybody wants to know what's changed. Has anything changed at all? And have our agents even being paid any more, any less? They want to know. So that's what we're going to cover today.
Yeah, and probably one of the things that we recognize is that sometimes the more things are expected to change, the less they actually do change. And what we found out from the statistics, the analysis that we've done, is that compensation has really never been anything but negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
We're finding from some of the statistics that we're looking at that we'll share with you that commissions basically over the entire nation were really never set at 6%. From the charts that we've witnessed, whether it's the Northeast or the West, the Midwest or the South, those compensation numbers varied dramatically.
Yes,
and
true.
Interestingly enough, when you look at, say, the last 3 months, so post-decision, post the policies put in place in August, you see that there are even more differentiations between where you see whether it's the Northeast or the West, et cetera, et cetera.
So true.
So in truth, there was really never a set 6% commission, and really those compensation numbers were just basically all over the place.
That's so true. Another thing we found, and this was an RISMedia article that we found, and it actually compared average commission rates for buyer agents, and it was specifically for buyer agents. The other thing to keep in mind is that this was national figures, so it's not just Northern Virginia, and this is everybody included. And what they saw is from 2023 to 2024, the average commission was 5.64. After August 17th, that went to 4.96. So it appears
there was a bit of a change.
It appears there was a change, but I think other factors to keep in mind. Would we have seen the same decline considering the economy, considering mortgage interest rates, considering elections coming up, were happening around the same time as well? So it's hard to tell. I think my sentiment is it's really too early to tell.
Yeah, again, with the low inventory, sellers kind of feel like, I'm going to choose my agent, and maybe those agents are going to be willing to negotiate on their compensation levels. And there's plenty of buyers. There's people out there that wanted to be in the marketplace. But for the really serious buyers, the very well-qualified buyers, they probably also recognize in these more downturns in this market that they can negotiate with their agents as well. So I think it's a good perspective. Was it the change that occurred in August, or was it basically just kind of a market change, if you will, or market conditions? I'll tell you the other thing that we learned from watching these the RIS report was that experience still matters a great deal. And we looked at a chart that compared agents that had, say, less than 3 years of experience compared to agents that, say, had 5, 10, maybe more years of experience. And there was no doubt that both buyers as well as sellers were discerning with regard to the amount of experience, the professionalism, kind of the track record that the agents had. So that agents with experience of, let's say, 5 years or more were actually being paid more compensation than agents that had less experience. So that just gives you another indication that certainly in a tightening market, people are more discerning because they can choose. But also we think that probably buyers and sellers are looking at experience levels, again, professionalism, time in the saddle, as we always say, as a very important factor with regard to how much compensation they're willing to pay.
For sure, for sure. And I think it was a positive change, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come. There's still time. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next for sure.
Yeah, well, this is kind of a short report today. We just thought we would look at it. It's 3 months in. What is the difference? And we're really finding that there's so much more to kind of, figure out. There's still a lot of questions that are unanswered, even for us.
Yes.
But we're working on those dailies to help out our clients. And we always appreciate you tuning in. We hope the information that we share with you is valuable. Obviously, there's so much more to come, but thanks again for tuning in and subscribing to our YouTube channel.
Yes, please. We're at 15.8 thousand subscribers. We would love to get to 16,000. Please help us out. If you find this information valuable, share it with your friends and get them to subscribe as well. We really appreciate that.
You bet. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.